Happy Friday, friends. Oh, let me tell you what. This week, out the door it goes. And boy, do we have a treat today. Thanks to our friend FanZcene over on the YouTubes, we're talking about It Came From Outer Space. Well, I sure love a Friday. Friday is the greatest day of the week. Well, it and Monday and Wednesday, of course, the days we put out videos. But I had been looking, I told you guys at the beginning of the week, I'd been looking for 50s B-movie space film, if you will, and this is partially that, and it comes from our dear friend FanZcene on YouTube. If you haven't checked out his channel, go do that. He's awesome. And I gotta say, it almost fixed the need I have to watch some space B-movie stuff. I want some in space stuff. But this is about an alien, and guess where it came from? That's right, outer space. Let's take a look. It Came From Outer Space, 1953. It's approved, y'all. Yay. There's no nudity, no language. Just letting you know, in case you were wondering. There might have been a kiss at some point, I don't remember. 1 hour and 21 minutes. A spaceship from another world crashes into the Arizona desert, and only an amateur stargazer and a schoolteacher suspect alien influence when the local townsfolk begin to act strangely. You can watch this on Tubi right now, as well as several other ad-supported streaming services. But I'm going to tell you, the only version I found was a colorized version, and it was all right. It was done with AI. It's obvious because there's certain parts that are messed up, but it's still fine. I would have preferred to watch it in black and white, but every time I found it in black and white, they wanted an arm and a leg to rent it, and I'm not going to do that. I would rather buy it outright. Physical. Directed by Jack Arnold, written by Harry Essex and Ray Bradbury. This is based on a story by Ray Bradbury, my understanding. Starring Richard Carlson, Barbara Rush, and Charles Drake, among many, many others, of course. Let's talk about it. All right, so what had happened was... This all starts in the Arizona desert. This guy, he's been writing articles. He believes in aliens. He stargazes. He's a amateur astronomer, if you will, and he likes to look up at the stars and what could be up there, etc., etc. And him and his girlfriend, the schoolteacher, are outside looking at the stars one night when suddenly a comet flies across the sky and lands exploding. As it happens in Arizona, I guess. So they go get a helicopter pilot to fly them over to where this comet landed. Which, okay, I guess it's fair. You know, one of your neighbors who has a helicopter, right? A tour helicopter. So when they get there, there's this big hole, obviously, and smoke coming out of it and whatnot. And this amateur astronomer says, y'all stay here. I'm going to go down in there and see what's down there. Now, what he finds, of course, is a circular type spaceship. And the door opens and he sees something. And then the door closes and a bunch of, there's an avalanche of sorts of rock on top of the craft. All right, and he has to get away, and he just barely escapes being crushed by rocks. But he knows what he saw. Unfortunately, he is the only person who saw it, and now it's just a crater full of rocks. So everybody he tries to tell thinks he's some sort of nutter, right? And there's this big drama about when he's investigating, trying to find out what happened. The schoolteacher misses a day of work. And just a quick note from our friends over at Blackout Coffee Company. make sure you head over and give them a try. Links in the description. And the principal's calling the sheriff, talking about how this guy is a bad influence on her. She's never missed a day of work ever, ever. She's supposed to be here teaching children. Which is just funny, right? Like, it made me laugh, and I don't really know why. So anyway, the aliens end up taking over some of the townsfolk because they need to repair their ship. They landed here accidentally on their way to somewhere else. So now they need to repair their ship, and it will be repaired by nighttime the next day. But they asked this stargazer fella, hey, we need you to keep everybody, just your friends are safe that we've taken over their body. Like, they can make themselves look, they haven't taken over the body, but they can make themselves look like somebody, right? Or something else. So they look like the townspeople from a distance and even up close, but they don't sound like them. There's something off, right? So this whole thing, this whole movie is about him trying to keep the townspeople away and leave them alone so they can get their stuff done. And he's been promised by the aliens they will not hurt his friends unless they come asking for trouble. And then, oh, it's on. Because the aliens like, we'll just blow up the whole planet. It's not just your friends, fella. We'll kill everybody. We'd rather kill everybody if we can't get away than not. But we're trying to be friendly. Look, this movie is silly, but not like a goofy silly. Just because it was made in 1953, there was a different sensibility in how movies were made. And so a lot of this requires your imagination. The monsters or the aliens are off screen most of the time until they show them. So, and it's not till the end what they show the actual alien, the whole thing. Like, so it's an innocent type of filmmaking. It's honest, it's innocent, and it's just good storytelling. And the story is the aliens just want to leave, but they need a little time to repair their ship, which they're trying to do as fast as possible. So, if you've not seen this, you should. It's a fun throwback movie to a different time of filmmaking. We don't see things like this anymore. Now it's all show them right off the bat, like whether it's an alien or the person killing everybody or the monster or whatever it is. It show it right away and be as gory as possible. In this movie, a guy cuts his hand on the door frame. That's it. That's the blood and guts. And he's just got a bit of blood, right? But this movie, it's a solid entertainment. It's extremely entertaining and well worth a watch. This is a classic. I had heard of it before. I had never gotten around to watching it. So I really appreciate FanZcene reminding me of this movie, and I enjoyed it wholeheartedly. And you can watch it right now because this video, it's over. We'll be back on Monday. Have a great, great weekend. For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd. We'll see you then.